know about you guys, but the second it hits January, even though we're in the heart of winter, I start getting my mind focused for spring. Hey everybody, today I have filmed a slightly spring tutorial. I do have a dark lip because, as you guys probably realized by now if you've been watching me, I tend to like darker lip tones. So I've created this ombre lip with a softer face look. One thing before I get started, I just want to make a note that I'm going to be using a lot of different brands here, and one of the brands that I'm going to be using is my Royal & Langnickel brushes. These are currently available in Walmart, and they will be available online on their website starting February 6th. By the way, I'm going to be leaving a link below to these, and if you'd like to save 10% off any purchase of Royal & Langnickel brushes, you can save 10% using my promo code Recycled Stardust. I personally love every brush that I've tried by them, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that most of the brushes in this video are going to be from them, and I hope you guys enjoy my tutorial, so let's get started. So the first product I'm using is my foundation, and this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I feel like when it starts to be spring and the weather starts getting a little warmer, especially if you've been in the colder states, you're going to want a lighter foundation. You're going to want to switch out your foundations. And the water foundation, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, is a nice way to do that because you're still going to get that pretty opaque coverage, but just have a lighter feeling on your skin. Now I'm using the shade Light Medium Neutral, and I'm using my Royal & Langnickel Prismatic brushes, and this is going to give me a nice all over even foundation application. This foundation is very thin, so when you're working with this foundation, especially with an oval brush, you're going to want to work a little bit fast because it's not going to sit on top of the bristles like a thicker foundation would. After I applied that, I did a little bit of a Bye Bye Under Eye from IT Cosmetics. This is a full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer with hydro collagen, vitamin C and K. Now I'm using this because I have not been sleeping much and I have dark circles and I need a product to make me look like I've not been exhausted since 2010. So this is the product to do it. I'm applying this product to the back of my hand, and I'm using my Prismatic, the smaller one, the 804, to apply it in a dotting motion. This product is a very thick product. That being said, you're only going to need a very little bit of it because if you put too much on, you can reach the point of no return. So from there, after I've blended that out, I'm applying just a little bit of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer Concealer. Now I'm not really applying this as concealer. I did dye my hair recently, and I still feel like I have a lot of red dye on my face, especially around my nose and forehead. So I would normally apply a little bit of my highlight. This way, kind of like two birds with one stone, and now I'm going to blend that out. Now you can keep your products like this as is. You don't really need to set them too much unless you want to use like a translucent powder, but I'm choosing to just set, especially under my eyes, with powder, and I'm going to blend it lightly all over my face. I'm using the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. This is the Golden Medium Powder, and I'm applying it thickly underneath my eyes just to really set that Bye Bye Under Eye, and then I'll blend it out lightly all over my face just to really lock in my foundation. Moving on to my eyes, I'm using the Teeny Beauty Cocktail Inspired Cosmetics Speakeasy Collection, the Bespoke Eyeshadow Palette. Now, this is a great palette if you're looking for a range of shades that are going to take you literally from winter, fall, all the way into spring. So I'm using the shades Sidecar all over my lid, and I'm using my Royal & Langnickel Angle Shader Brush, and I'm just applying this in a light layer all over my lid. This shade is very close to my natural skin tone, so I opted for it because it's going to give almost like a base. It's kind of priming my eye while not adding too many layers of shadow. It's also going to make the next shadow I apply a lot easier to blend out. So the next shade that I'm using on my eye is Tahiti Breeze, and this is a little bit of like a turquoise minty blue green that has a slight golden reflection rather, like when you apply it and when you're in the right light. So as you apply this and as you sheer it out, you're gonna notice that reflection when you're standing in the right light, and it's only gonna be where the light hits. So this has a nice little subtle springness to it. Now I'm applying this to my lid, and I'm also blending it further out into the crease. I'm not really defining it to any area, like it doesn't have to stay in one specific area, it doesn't have to stay below the crease or outside the outer V. This is kind of just disperse the shade, and I did apply it most thick on my eyelid itself. Now for the inner corner of my eye, I'm using Prosecco. This is just a slightly bronzed metallic shade. It actually doesn't appear too bronze on the skin. It's actually very subtle unless you're applying it wet. So I thought it would be perfect for the inner corner of the eye since I'm not trying to go over the top. And I applied this with the Royal & Nickel Smoky Eye Brush. For my brows, I'm using the ColourPop Bang & Brunette Brow Color. This is the Jar shade. And I'm using the Royal & Nickel Angled Eyeliner to apply that to my brows. Now I'm trying to get like fleeky Instagram brows, so I'm making them a little bit less natural looking, but if you want to keep a more subtle look to this look, a more natural look, you can by all means just skip this step or use products that will make your brows look just a little bit more natural and soft, but I decided to define my brows. Now for my liner, I'm using the Starlux Pro Luxe Longwear Eyeliner Pen. This is an old favorite and it helps to give you really nice precision when applying your eyeliner. You can use any eyeliner pen. This is the one that I reached for today, and I love the effect because I can get a nice sharp wing and really get in the inner corner of my eye, and it's not messy at all. I applied to my waterline the Bright Eyes Eye Enhancing Eyeliner from Skin, Dimitri James, and this is a nude eyeliner shade that I'm just applying to the waterline to make my eyes look brighter. You can use any nude liner you have. Even a white liner will add a huge amount of brightness and eye whitening effect to the eye. When you do darker colors, it makes your eyes look smaller. Brighter, lighter colors make your eyes look wider. Now I'm putting on my lashes, and I'm using Dodo lashes. I will be leaving a link below along with a promo code if you'd like to save 15% off any purchase. If you'd like to save some money from any purchase, you can use my promo code Recycled Stardust. That information will be below. I love these lashes because they're slightly subtle. They're not too dramatic, too over the top, but they're definitely going to add a little something something to your eyes, especially if you don't have long lashes like me. Now I'm finishing off my eyes with a little bit of Lights, Camera, Flashes, Tarte mascara. Now I love that this really can get in there and separate my lashes and make them look just a little bit thicker, and I really like applying this to my lower lashes because it really helps to elongate them, make me look like I don't have itty bitty baby lashes. Now back to the face, I'm using the IT Your Most Beautiful You face palette, and I'm using the shade Laugh, which is a nice bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, and I'm using the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball powder brush. It's number 8, and I'm just defining my cheeks a little bit, adding a little bit of contour. And I love that the shade gives me a nice defined contour while still looking hella natural. Like, it didn't look like I was too overboard, but at the same time it was just the right shade for my skin tone. I'm about light medium. Pigmentation was perfect in that it didn't look too garish on me, and I just overall loved the way it blended out. So I applied this to my contour, and then I moved on to the Je ne sais quoi palette from also IT Cosmetics, and I started with the upper right corner, which is a white shade, and this is Bye Bye Pores pressed translucent powder. Now I usually apply this, I like to apply this where I'm going to apply my highlighter, because highlighters tend to accentuate the heck out of pores. So if you want to help minimize that, apply this on beforehand and you will have a much easier time. So I applied this under my eye, and of course I blended it slightly to where my highlight is going to go. I also applied the Bye Bye Pores blush from the Je ne sais quoi palette, and this is also going to help minimize pores. So if you have a pore problem, this is the palette you want. So this is going to give me a nice natural looking flush, not too overboard because it is a soft pink, and I decided to skip the bronzer from this collection, and I went right for the Perfect Lighting Luminizer Je ne sais quoi, and it makes my skin look fresh, it makes my skin look summery. Moving on to the last part of my look is my lips, and I'm applying a trio of the products from Kaylin, and this is the Pure Lust Extreme Matte Tint. Now I'm starting off with the darkest shade. This is shade 16. I'm going to have all the shade names below in the info section. And I'm applying this around my lips very lightly, and I'm blending it out with a lip brush. This is me starting to create the ombre look. The second shade I'm using is shade 14, and I'm going slightly over and also more towards the center of my lips. This is a medium purple shade. This is number 14. And then to lighten up the look, I'm applying 19 right to the center of the lip, and I'm applying it a little bit heavy, and in between each stage, as you see, I'm using a brush to blend it out. To clean up the look, I'm using a liner brush, and I'm using the darkest shade, shade 16, to reline my lips and really define the edges. And that finishes up my spring look. But just to make a note, I did receive the Kaylin Pure Lust Extreme Matte Lip Tint complimentary from Octoly.com. However, all opinions are my own. Even though this isn't really a review video, I wanted to let you know that I did receive those complimentary for full transparency. I will be having a review on those in another video though if you would like to see that. I will be leaving a link below to any product that I've reviewed here. Any product that I've used in this video that I've reviewed, I promise there'll be links below. So if you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you can be notified when I post new content, you could be notified. If you really like this video, please be sure to share it. If you guys have any comments, I would love to hear what you guys think about this look or what you would like to see me film next. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.